Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Croatia. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fella, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
Mbappe! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Internacional have themselves a chance from the spot. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
So the most significant moment of the game. For sure. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Gol dell'Internazionale. Ha segnato al 6° minuto numero 18.
Croatia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Can he get on the end of this? He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's put paid to the danger. Van Dijk. Pacho. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Ferran Torres. Cross from Ferran Torres. Brilliantly cut out. Baturina. Now it's Modric. Molina gets over and intercepts. Van Dijk. And it's Jordi Alba. Internacional already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. It's a promising position. And the finish! Perisic. Sucic. And the counter is on. Parejo. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Turns back here, probably the best option. Yamal. Searching pass he's played there, and he's picked it up out wide. In towards the back stick. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Perisic.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that's really well manoeuvred. He's on it, can he get away? Sucic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal. And he's making progress on the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. Pacho. And it's Jordi Alba. Ferran Torres on a serious charge here. And it's Parejo. Shot could be on, and the shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Bergkamp certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Van Dijk. And Jordi Alba. Parejo. Sucic makes the interception. And they can counter here. Bergkamp. And here's Mbappe. Parejo. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. And here's Ferran Torres.
Internacional really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good climb! And it's been hooked away. Molina. And Yamal. Van Dijk. Pacho. For Ferran Torres. Sucic. Stanisic. Bergkamp might just make this. Now it's Mbappe. Bergkamp. Yamal. Oh, that's a key interception. Perisic. Schutalo. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Internacional have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're off again.
Internacional can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Oh, he's found support out wide. And this is Bergkamp. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Really fierce, close defending. Parejo. Yamal. And it's Parejo. This looks chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's made it. This time, surely! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Internacional are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, this looks sharp. Bergkamp looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, it's Bergkamp. Teresic. And it's Sucic.
Internacional are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Ferran Torres for Parejo. Molina. Yamal. And it's been played through. Pasalic. And it's Sucic. Parejo. And here's Mbappe. Great chance! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! About as smooth as it gets. And they are disappearing out of sight.
Gol per l'Internazionale. Ha segnato al 65esimo
Calm,
minuto.
composed, confident.
Numero 18.
What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Sostituzione per l'Internazionale. Numero 17.
The two coaches
Numero
are
11.
signalling changes
Numero
here, both
6.
at the same time.
Numero 21.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Van Dijk. And it's Forlan. Now it's Mbappe. Internacional are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Yamal. He's having a hit! And how did he not make it 4?
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Sostituzione per l'Internazionale. Numero
And we
2.
have our very first
Lascia
corner.
il campo per il numero 8.
He's rising! He will be livid with himself.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Bruno Fernandes. Budimir. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Forlan. Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Jordi Alba going forward. Mane. And here's Mbappe. That's going to go a long way. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Bruno, tries one from range! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Spread it left. Vlasic. And smartly reclaimed. Rodri. And Molina. Now it's Yamal. Perisic. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Forlan. And he's intervened well there. Vuskovic. Internacional are coasting towards victory. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Not the most accurate pass. Pacho. Jordi Alba. And it's Mane. That's a good run down the left. That ball looks a good one. And the ball is out of play.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Ci saranno 5
Just seeing the
minuti
board
di
now,
recupero.
it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And it's Mane. An instinctive delivery. And he's there to clear it. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Mane to Bruno Fernandes. So that's it. It is all over. Internacional, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Mbappe just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we rise now for the Danish national anthem. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
So it's down to business here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I would say, Peter, it's got to be Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. We know he's got that positional discipline and leadership, but he's got an all-round midfield game. He is very experienced, he's very clever in how he operates. I wouldn't say he is a record breaker, but he's very effective in how he goes about his game.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Parejo. Spread out to the left. Mane looking to receive it in space. Christensen. Mela. Now Anderson. Eriksson, played out towards the right wing. In with the challenge. Jordi Alba producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Dorgu. Played down the flank.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
It is a corner. Eriksson with the short one. Now it's Eriksson. Internacional are looking to go forward now. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Parejo. Nicely spread. And it's Bergkamp.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Højbjerg shifted it to the flank. He's had it taken off him.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority.
He's having a pop! Mela. Pass somewhat off target. Parejo.
Parejo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Parejo. And it's Bergkamp. Now it's Mbappe. Højbjerg does well to get it back. Christensen. Mela. And it's Eriksson. Oh, good spread. It's a pretty loose pass. Van Dijk. It's Mane. Jordi Alba. And it's Mane. And here's Bergkamp. And he's decided to go for it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tacho gets across to intercept that. Christensen cuts it out. Dorgu. Tacho. And Jordi Alba. Mane. Well, the ball's gone astray. Parejo. Here's a chance! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Froholt. Dorgu. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pacho. That's a lovely, neat pass. Jordi Alba. Mane. Now it's goes for a shot! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Eriksson. Now it's Højlund. Spread it left. Dorgu. Van Dijk. Pacho. Half-time getting close now. Isaksson. And it's Isaksson! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Isaksson has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Højlund. That's a good ball out wide.
That's going in strongly.
Referee has just said play on.
This is the time you need that pace.
Yamal. Some really good ball movement. Eriksson. Froholt. And that is the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Y aquí están, den la bienvenida a los jugadores.
And we get things going again.
Internacional clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That's a promising position. Well, now here's a good battle. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Internacional really could have done without this. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He scores for sure! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Gol de Dinamarca, convertido en el minuto 49. Número 10.
Denmark have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Big chance, corner. Well, there's the clearance. That's a throw. Froholt, looking for options for movement. He is through here. And he was alert to it. Parejo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's being urged to shoot. Nicked it back, tries one from range. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Isaacson chasing after it. Oh, that's a key interception. Internacional still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there. Pressing high and with purpose.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 45.996.
Parejo. And the counter is on. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Internacional are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
It's a really well-measured ball.
Internacional really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off.
He's having a hit! Eriksson. He has found the way through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Cambio en el Internacional. Número 11. Número 21. Entran número 23. Messi. Número 13. Se va a realizar un cambio.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Cambio en el Internacional. Número 19. Número 10. Número 17. Entran.
Roholt.
Número 22. Número 6.
Well, that defending
Número
is
8.
unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Højlund. Dorgu. Played with finesse. Gets his head on it! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Højlund clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Fermin. And it's Messi. And Simeone.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Lopez. That's an excellent interception. Eriksson with the clearance. Højlund.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Denmark making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Fermin. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Nice interception, well timed.
Internacional appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, super ball. Decent chance! And there's a goal. Internacional are level. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Número 23. Messi. Messi. Messi.
Internacional restore parity.
Internacional really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Spread neatly. Can he find the finish? Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Denmark now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Out towards the flank.
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo
5
reglamentario.
minutes to add. Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Great defending, strong and determined. Van Dijk. Messi. Oh, he's having a go! It's a loose ball. Ericsson, played out to the left flank. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, in all honesty, Peter, this would have been seen as a very winnable game, but it turned into a typical case of how not to maximise your home advantage. And I think when you look back on it, Peter...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I see Danny Parejo as an underrated, even unappreciated player in the shadow of some of his more illustrious compatriots. But I think he's a player with lots and lots to offer, an excellent passer and provider. He'll be the one offering, I think, to create a spark again once this unfolds.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Pacho. And it's Jordi Alba. It's Van Dijk. And it's Molina. Pacho. And it's Parejo. And Parejo. Mane. And here's Jordi Alba. Mane. He's going for goal! Oh my word, that is quite something! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Internacional gain their reward with an early goal. No, that's been intercepted. That has not gone well. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Mane, Internacional leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Parejo. And it's Jordi Alba. Mane for Parejo. Molina. And it's Bergkamp. They've got to be quick to recover this. That's a decent clearance. Oh, shooting chance! Internacional with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Internacional are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bergkamp. He's gone for goal. Can he spark a counter here? Bergkamp, Mbappe, and it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Number 18, Kylian Mbappe.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell. One that they hope...
Goes for goal! No, not quite.
Mbappe probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Internacional, and he's decided to go for it. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Internacional have their second corner now. Good-looking ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Almost half an hour in now. And it's Bergkamp. Good effort! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Mbappe, it's Mane. That's a good ball out wide. Yamal, and it's Molina. Pacho, and Jordi Alba. Mane, stood up well to him there. Showing great feet there. And it's Bergkamp. Internacional heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Pinches it off him. Van Dijk. Molina. And it's Molina. Now Van Dijk. Pacho. And it's Jordi Alba. Mane has created one goal already. And here's Bergkamp. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quality ball. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Spread to the right. Jordi Alba gets a foot in here. Mbappe. Oh, they could break here. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Just a quick request today for everyone.
Well, they're in a
to
great
please
position,
kindly
Peter,
remove
so
any
why
cars
stop
parked
now?
on the road
I would say
outside the
keep
stadium.
going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Internacional, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
The second period is on the way. Molina. Jordi Alba. Pacho. And Molina. Yamal. Bergkamp. Threads one in. Spread neatly. And he's picked it up out wide. Yamal's header! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Passing is crisp and sharp.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Van Dijk. Pacho. And it's Jordi Alba. It's a really well-measured ball. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Bergkamp. Now, what about a counter-attack? Malta have it back and can go again. Internacional needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Shot a goal! Oh, that's a waste.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Internacional, gloriously greedy. 3 up and looking for more. Quick look, then plays it in. Yamal. Bergkamp under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Shapes to shoot! And again! And he's lifted it over.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 14. Substitution.
Internacional are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rodri. Molina. Perez. Pacho. And it's Jordi Alba. And Fermin. Rodri. And here's Messi. He's gone for goal! Brilliant from Lopez! A finish of true class! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
The goal scorer for Internacional.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rodri. And it's Lopez. And Yamal. And it's Rodri. And that has left him in a heap. Malta ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Molina. So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Number 7.
Pressure coming in from all directions. The message is clear, none shall pass. Yamal to Jordi Alba. Rodri. And Yamal. And it's Messi. Perez. Neatly clipped into space. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Time for a change in personnel.
Substitution in progress.
Over to the other side. Molina. Yamal. And here's Messi. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Some good work on the right flank here. Pacho does well to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ferran Torres. And it's Jordi Alba. Here's Rodri. Fermin, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Yamal. And it's Messi.
3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Jordi Alba. Rodri. And it's Molina. Fermin. Just about within shooting range. Oh, terrific save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Mbappe! Brought out the best in the keeper. And that's it. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Internacional definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So